Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hans, the Ramen Raider, coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. So this is part of a series that I've been doing of this brand called Homiah. You can go to homiah.com, check out what they've got. They're also on Amazon. So now, this is the last one of the 3 different flavors, and this is their Rendang. Rendang is usually like a dry beef, but super savory and spicy. That's been my experience. There was a guy named Jonathan who had a place called Warung Jajanan that really bums me out. It burnt down, and I hope someday it's back, because that was a really neat place. But I guess somebody didn't like an Asian strip mall, and I think it was because people thought that the whole COVID thing, you know, none of those businesses were Chinese either, but dumb people do dumb things. So hopefully everybody and their families that were really lost a lot during that are doing all right. So yeah, there's Rendang mee goreng, which Indomie makes, but this is more of just making the real deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this. These guys also make this stuff called Malaysian sambal crisp, and oh dude, it's so freaking good. They also have their laksa noodle, which is a rice noodle. So I'm going to make the noodles, put some sambal crisp, mix it up kind of like a its own mee goreng, and then I'm gonna make this on the side, and we'll see how it goes. So we need beef, medium-high heat for 5 minutes. Let's see, saute one of these in the beef. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in here. I'll let you watch. I need to set a timer for 5 minutes. And the guinea pigs are sounding rather irritated today. I know, we didn't get you guys costumes. Apologize. You kind of wear a costume all the time. That's kind of the guinea pig way. So here is our... There's 2 big sachets, and they're calling them sauce kits. So this is 1 kit. Need to get all that gooey goodness out of there. That's pretty good. And then we need some beef. It calls for beef short ribs, but I lack that, and my grocery store, well, let me just say my grocery store kind of sucks. And they want way too much for beef. So I went and got stew beef. You know, like Captain Stew Bing from Love Boat. Yeah, stew beef. So I will be Captain Stew Beef today. And we need a pound. I don't know if this is a pound. I'm going to just throw a bunch in here. But yeah, that guy that... It was a guy and his wife that did that Warung Jajanan place, and boy, oh boy, could that guy cook. I'm just going to use all of this. Why not? Why not? Throwing caution to the wind. Okay, medium high. I'm going to go with that as medium high, and I'm going to hope my face doesn't burn off. So this is going to take a while, so you'll watch me get it started, and then you'll have to, we'll do a time warp. People are like, all right, and I'll be back once it's been 40 minutes. I'll pull one of those. I think that should work out well. Does this fit? Yes. All right. So basically you do this, get it going, do it for 5 minutes. And then turn it down so it's just at a simmer. Add 1/3 cup of coconut milk, and then let it do its thing for about 40 minutes. So that should be groove-tastic, the way I see it. I think it will be, and you do too. I'm gonna have to clean off this dispatchable. Halloween is the time of year when there's Halloween happening. Okay, we got 5 minutes of this, so. Look at this pan. I love this pan. I got my wife this pan. So we have the beef. I'm going to try to do this and the thing, and I've got some coriander to add. And I don't usually use this style of beef. I usually get it at like H Mart, and I get like the nice super thin, wafer thin beef. Or I'll get the... just like, I like to just generally get stir-fried beef. The local store has it on Fridays because, oh hey, everybody's going to make fajitas. That's what will happen. They're going to do the fajitas on Fridays. Sure. Like, no, they're not. We're in Kenmore. Yeah. This is like searing in the edges. It's like getting the outside nicely done. And then over the 40 minutes, it'll suck in all that coconut milk and all this stuff, and it's going to be groovy. I'm telling you what, I'm stoked. Yes, I will simmer and cover. Man, this smells divine. So my wife does the whole gluten-free thing, and what's neat about this place that makes this is all their stuff seems to be gluten-free, which is cool. The only problem is my wife doesn't do spicy, and a lot of the foods from these areas that they have are spicy. They got the Rendang, they've got a laksa, an Indonesian Rendang, Singaporean laksa, and a Malaysian red curry. Which this will be, I've done, once this comes out, that means I've done all three, so you can check them out. But highly recommended. Yummy stuff. Super yummy. Yeah, just keep this moving around a little bit. So yeah, Halloween. I think I'll just be the ramen raider for Halloween. I'm bummed though. It's like, what would be fun is if we got so many people, so many kids come to the door, the kids would want to stay home and give out candy. But we get maybe one, maybe two. We're not even bothering this year. We did not get any candy to give out. And what we do, we get little like jerks. Get like high school students that are like, you gotta give candy? And they think they're like, super funny. Yeah. I got a trick for you. Sauteing beef with sauce. Yeah. It's wonderful to saute beef with sauce. Yeah. Da, da, da. Yeah, it's funny, when I've had real rendang before, which is what this will be, I remember reading on a menu somewhere it said it was dry beef, and I'm thinking like, oh, that doesn't sound too good, that sounds stringy and dry. But no, it's not covered in sauce, it's more It's more got like a ton of different flavors stuck to it, if that makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, I think you'll understand once this is all done. And it's plated, and you get to see it, and you get to, wow, I'd eat that with my face. It smells good. No lie. But yeah, and then in a minute I'm gonna dump in some coconut milk and then stir it a little bit and then do it for 40 minutes. I guess with chicken it's only 20. And it says on the thing it only takes 20 minutes to cook, but that's if you're using chicken. I'm going for beef because beef is generally the only thing I've ever seen used for rendang. Some people, it also mentioned you could just use straight up like mushrooms, so you could do it vegan rendang. That sound, I don't like mushrooms. I mean, I tolerate mushrooms. I'm okay with mushrooms. I don't know. It depends. There was this place that did stuff with mushrooms that was like pure black magic wonderful. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Use one of these nifty little bags that came from Homiah. Thing with it's coconut milk. I know. I'm only supposed to use 1/3 of a cup. So let's grab it. One of the bazillion 1/3 cup things I have at my disposal. I like those. So there's that. And now we're going to bring it back up a little bit. Look at that, dude. Dude. To the side, we're going to let it do its deal. Let me see. It says, yeah, simmer covered on low heat, 40 minutes for beef, 20 minutes for chicken. So I'll have to set a timer for that, but I want to get this cruising a little bit. There we go. Lightly cruising. So that's about that for now. And 40 minutes later, you'll get to see my ugly mug again, and you'll get to see what happened here. Yeah, so I'll be right back. All right, that's been a while, and now I'm back, and I'm making some rice noodle right now because, I mean, it is instant noodle recipe time. So I'm going to do rice noodle on the side of this Rendang, which is like a really well-seasoned beef dish from Indonesia. So that's what's going on, if you were wondering. But I think the rice noodle is just about maybe a minute or so. But I have allowed you to go through your life without spending the 40 minutes of me preparing the basically the simmer part. There's no need for us to just sit here and simmer. So the noodle is good. I'm going with that. So now we must drain. And that's what we do now. So I'm going to do something fancy with this. So not only will we have our beef dish, we're going to have kind of almost like a surf and turf, but kind of only, not really quite surf and turfy. I got this, and this is also from Homiah. This is their Malaysian crispy sambal. It's also known as hai bi hiam. So it's like, imagine just something really crispy in oil with a nice prawn flavor to it, and that's what this is. I'm gonna use the spoon of many blessings. That's what I like to call it. It's quite a spoon. And I'm just gonna take a big ol' spoonful of this stuff. It's just like that. And all you gotta do is do that and stir it into noodles, and you're good to go on that. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's prawn-tastic. Yeah. In fact, on my annual top 10, there's a hai bi hiam variety that's also from Malaysia. I don't know that hai bi hiam is something that's from anywhere other than Malaysia, but maybe Singaporean. I don't know, but it's good. It's very enjoyable. A flavor for your face. All right. Now, yeah, I'm telling you what, go to that website, get this stuff. HOMIAH.com. This is like, if you like Lao Gan Ma, and if you could have Lao Gan Ma taste like seafood, that. Now, I'm gonna vaguely try to do this up in a way that kind of nasi goreng like, I guess. So there's that. I'm gonna taste our rendang now and let you have a look-see. Where is a nice piece? There, they're all nice pieces. But see, they call it a dry beef, but just notice it's not dry, it's just coated. And this is like stew meat. So, cheers. Yeah. Yes. In the affirmative. Everything that I've tried from this company, I've enjoyed. I can say that happily. I guess the story is that they wanted to do pastes and stuff for people to try flavors of Southeast Asia in the US. Started the business in their apartment in New York, and they went over to Malaysia, called all these different companies, and found this one place that could do exactly what they wanted, went with it, and here we are. So that's rad. Yeah, I don't know why Malaysian, Singaporean, and Indonesian food isn't more popular in the US. I guess it just hasn't been introduced to people here as much as like American Chinese, things like that. But highly, highly recommended. So I'm going to add some, this one's being difficult here. I'm going to add some what is known as coriander in most of the civilized world. Here it is called cilantro. I don't know, it's not really like that it's uncivilized to call it cilantro, it's just more hemispheric. Here's our noodle. And then we're gonna load our rendang on here. Yeah, that paste is groovy. Wonderful. And I think it said you were only supposed to use a pound of beef. I think this might be more. Probably is. But I don't know that I'm gonna really have much of a need for any more of this. I could have frozen it, but I didn't feel like it. So I used all of it, and it's definitely nice and tasty enough. Okay, what else we got here? So we got that. That's better. A little bit of seed, never hurt anyone. For the rendang, I think what would go nicely is a little bit of fried onion just on top. A little bit of fried onion like that. Yeah, I think I'll probably eat this. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this with my face, because that's the place that I put the food. Where do you put your food? In your face? Comment below if you do other than that. Alright, cool. That's it for me. Wow, I did 4 reviews today. What do you think of that? Comment below. Comment below if you have hair on your head. Comment below if you wear shoes or have a face. This has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.